welcome to this week's Kids Continued. It's great to have you here. Hope you guys have had a good week. Yes? Okay, this week we are in Genesis chapter 11. And this is after the flood and after our ark, our big boat, came to rest on a mountain, and the animals came out and Noah and his family came out. Remember, God told them to go out into the earth and multiply. So now there are a lot of people on the earth, and God has told them to spread out across the whole earth. And there's a group of people that were heading to the east, and they found this spot that they thought, this is a great place to set up camp. Let's build a city and let's build a great tower, a tower that reaches up into the sky and into the heavens, so that people will know, look at what these people have done. Look how great they are. Now, I don't know about you, but they've kind of missed the point. God told them to go out into the world and to spread out. And they kind of found a spot, settled down. And something really not great is that they decided to build this tower to show how powerful and how amazing and great they were, as opposed to giving glory to God. Now, they used bricks and things, which at the time, it's a little different to how they normally built things. Now, Noah built the ark out of wood, and if people did build houses or things, they'd often use stone. But they used bricks and mortar, or tar. So, kind of the same way we make bricks today, they used a clay, and they put it in a mold, and then they baked it in a fire, so that it would be really strong and wouldn't break or crumble. And then they used tar, like the mortar or cement, to stick the bricks together, so they could build something really high and really strong. So they built this tower, and like I said, they were disobeying God. They didn't move on, and now they were trying to bring glory and fame to themselves, which when you lose sight of God and you're focusing more on you and focusing on how powerful and how great can I be, and you want people to praise you as opposed to praising God, we aren't following God's law. But most importantly, we aren't giving glory to God. And as we've been doing and learning about in Genesis, that God has created everything. He's created our whole world. And we should be glorifying and worshiping Him for that. Now, everything that we have in our lives today is because of God. All the blessings that we have, even things like the roof over your head and the food that you have, it's a blessing from God. He's given you gifts and talents to be able to work and to learn and to do so many different things in your life. So we should be praising God for that. So back to our people who were building a tower. Now, because they had disobeyed God and God saw this, He said, no, this is not going to do. Okay, He didn't actually say those words, but I'm pretty sure that is how He felt, because He came down and He put a stop to what they were doing. Now, everyone back then spoke the same language, so there was only one language. And God went and He changed everybody's language. He changed what they were speaking. So when they were trying to talk or trying to, hey, guy, please pass me that hammer, or hey, I need some more bricks up here, they were speaking in a language that someone couldn't understand. And in that way, God almost forced them to obey and forced them to do what He said, because God has a good reason for everything He tells us to do. So in them having a different language, they couldn't really communicate. So they had to spread out and move and find people who spoke in their language. And that's how you got the different languages and different groups and cultures and things like that. So, just like in the Tower of Babel, we are called to follow God's laws and follow His leading, and also the way He guides us in our lives. We all have a purpose and a reason for being here, and something that God is calling us to do. And He wants us to fulfill that. So, when we are in the world and we use our gifts or talents or whatever it is that you are doing, remember to give thanks to God for that. Remember to glorify Him and to worship Him for that, because everything we have comes from God. I thought of a cool activity you could try with your family or even your friends. Set a timer, maybe like 3 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on how long you want, and see how many different languages you can list. See how many each of you come up with. and then maybe there's a winner. Or try and think of them together and see how many you can come up with. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you again next week.